Sean Diddy Combs being locked up hasn't stopped the tidal wave of lawsuits accusing the embattled mogul of sexual assault. Since his September arrest, the Bad Boy Records founder has been slapped with around 24 civil lawsuits, 20 of which have been filed by Texas-based attorney Tony Buzbee. When Buzbee first made the stunning announcement, he proudly shared his firm vetted more than 100 people, each with allegations against the mogul. But in a new interview, he's revealing that number is likely tripled. Buzbee spoke with the BBC and said his team has received more than 3,000 calls since he held his news conference back in October. He told the British outlet Combs could face around 300 legal cases. Buzbee said an equal number of women and men came forward to accuse the producer of sexual misconduct. And like many of the lawsuits Combs already faces, Buzbee said the accusations his firm is looking into spanned over the last 20 years. The Texas attorney has issued 20 lawsuits from men and women, including minors at the time of the alleged sexual assaults. And while he threw out that large number of 300, he realistically said the final number of lawsuits could still total around 100 to 150.
Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer had a bizarre explanation for why the rapper had so much baby oil. While speaking to the press, his lawyer Mark Agnifilio responded to claims that 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant were confiscated from Combs' homes in Miami and LA. Agnifilio told the New York Post, "I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there is a Costco right down the street. I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know."
Diddy's legal troubles have reached a critical point as his attorney has officially walked out of the courtroom, leaving everyone stunned. Shocking new evidence against the music mogul has come to light, so let's break down what happened and why even his own lawyer couldn't stay. Diddy's attempt to secure bail has been significantly damaged by a leaked phone call between him and his son, Christian Combs, which revealed Diddy's involvement in witness tampering. The prosecution presented this evidence, showing that Diddy continued to make unauthorized communications from jail, attempting to influence witnesses in his case, despite court assurances that he wouldn't. This call, along with other alleged instances of manipulation, undermines his defense and raises serious concerns about his potential to disrupt the legal process if released. Diddy is urgently trying to secure his release by offering a $50 million bail package in exchange for his freedom, despite submitting his and his family's passports to the court. However, suspicions about a possible second passport have led the judge to deny his release. With witness testimony looming, Diddy knows that once the witnesses speak out, his chances of freedom will be slim. Diddy's legal team has suffered a setback when his bail was denied for the third time following the revelation of a witness tampering call. Records from the Metropolitan Detention Center showed that Diddy not only attempted to contact witnesses directly, but also tried to use others outside of prison to influence them. The judge, citing concerns about Diddy's potential danger to both the public and witnesses, concluded that he posed a serious threat.
Breaking news right now on ABC News Live. A judge has denied bail for Sean Diddy Combs. Of course, this was the hip-hop mogul's latest bid for freedom as he remains in federal jail for his racketeering and sex trafficking case. The producer and rapper has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. Combs was previously denied bail back in September as well. For more on this, I'm going to bring in ABC News legal contributor Shauna Lloyd, who's joining us on the phone, as well as ABC News contributor and SiriusXM radio host Mike Muse for more on this. So I'm glad to have you both here with us. So first of all, Shauna, let's jump here to you because I'm curious at all if you're surprised by this ruling from the judge here again to deny bail to Sean Diddy Combs.
No, I'm not surprised by the ruling because, as she cited in her order, there are very serious allegations about the danger that he potentially poses to other witnesses and the public at large. There are allegations that he has, been violent with others. He's also attempted to allegedly intimidate other witnesses and still contact witnesses while incarcerated, despite having an order that says he's not supposed to. So under these types of conditions, we usually find that the judge will not grant bail in order to preserve the judicial system and the witnesses and ensure that people feel comfortable being able to come to court and testify without being threatened with violence.
And that's part of exactly what the judge is saying, that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. I mean, Mike Muse, that is quite a statement here when someone is trying to get out on bail, noting that his defense lawyer said let him out on bail, he would be in his 3-bedroom apartment right in New York, and that he would be monitored at all times, and the judge just not buying it.
Not buying it at all, Kana. And safety can mean a couple of different things. Safety just doesn't mean free from harm of violence. Safety can also, too, means emotional and mental dynamics that could occur by Sean Combs reaching out to potential witness to get them to possibly change their testimony, to feel threatened that if they were to come forward and to testify against him, associates on the outside may be able to get in contact with them, really making them feel unsafe to go before the court, go before jury, go before the witness stand and to testify. What we're also too seeing is the judge brought in evidence from a text that Cassie sent to Diddy after the elevator incident, where Cassie said, quote, "You are sick to think that it was okay to do what you did to me," really feeding into what the judge is concerned about in terms of physical safety. So we highlighted mental and emotional safety as well as physical safety that the judge has cited as a reason needing to keep to deny Sean Combs bail.
In a dramatic turn of events, Diddy's legal situation has taken a sharp turn for the worse. His attorney, who had been representing him for months, abruptly walked away during court proceedings. Reports suggest the lawyer lost faith in both the case and in Diddy himself, further complicating the music mogul's battle in court. This development adds to the mounting pressure Diddy is facing as his legal troubles intensify. In an explosive twist, on October 23rd, a prison call recording surfaced, allegedly featuring Diddy advising one of his sons to get rid of pizza boxes. This incident has sparked intense speculation and added fuel to the ongoing legal drama surrounding Diddy, suggesting further attempts to conceal evidence or manipulate situations amid the charges he faces. Things have taken a turn for the worse for Diddy as evidence continues to flood in, with more individuals coming forward to share their experiences involving the music mogul. Meanwhile, the accuser's lawyer has expressed confidence that Diddy's chances of avoiding a life sentence are slim to none, intensifying the pressure surrounding his case.
Rapper Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial is now set to begin next year, and prosecutors are hinting that they could potentially bring new charges against the music mogul.
Chanley Painter here with all the details.
Hey, Todd and Carly. So May 5th, 2025, that is the day Sean Diddy Combs' trial is expected to begin. And according to those inside the federal courtroom yesterday, Combs was all smiles, wearing a jail uniform and shackled at the ankles. And at one point, he turned towards the gallery, waving and blowing kisses to his family, who showed up to support him, including his mother and many of his children. Combs was arrested in September on several charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, where he faces a possible sentence of 15 years to life behind bars if convicted. And during yesterday's hearing, attorneys discussed issues regarding the evidence discovery process, including the data extraction of nearly 100 electronic devices seized during searches of Combs' residences. Prosecutors making clear in court, quote, "Our investigation is very much ongoing," and they hinted that additional charges against the music mogul are possible. But here's what his defense team told reporters after court.
He's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly.
Combs is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. And get this, guys, the food there is the roughest part of his stay, according to his defense team.
The prosecutor revealed key details about what led to Diddy's indictment, including evidence found during a search of his home. This evidence, coupled with growing accusations, has strengthened the case against him, leading to increased confidence from the accuser's lawyer. Meanwhile, the sudden departure of Diddy's own lawyer reflects the mounting pressure and the weight of the evidence against him, which is stacking up quickly. New evidence has emerged linking Diddy to some of the most disturbing deaths in the music industry. This revelation may explain why Diddy's lawyer abruptly quit, acknowledging the overwhelming weight of the accusations. The situation escalated with the testimony of Courtney Burgess, a former associate of Diddy's late ex-girlfriend Kim Porter. Burgess claims to have flash drives containing explosive evidence, which could be the breakthrough the prosecution has been waiting for, potentially altering the course of the case. Lord Jamar also revealed information about the individuals operating behind the scenes in Hollywood, shedding light on powerful figures, particularly those from the LGBTQ community, who have been manipulating the industry. He explained that these individuals often push their own agendas, requiring others to align with their values and preferences to achieve success.
Do you believe hip-hop got a gay mafia?
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their shit in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is. He's one of the members of the mob. He's a mafia member. But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the Godfather. You see? He's not the Godfather. He's one of the heads of the families. You see? We had different families in this fucking thing. We got Bad Boy. We got fucking what do we have? Death Row over here. We have the different we got fucking Arista Records and LaFace. And these are the fucking families in the Mafia. You dig? Those record companies are like families.
So him being a part of the gay mafia, right? Where do you think it went wrong?
Well, some say that he got a little too big for his britches, and when he ended up suing that liquor company De Leon, that's when it all started going downhill from him. That's when, the real rich motherfuckers started showing you who they really are. Showing you that you can do all the shit you was doing, but you really not down with them. You could tell black people that you're a billionaire, but you don't have money like how we got money. We're real multi-billionaires. You know what I mean? And if you think you could with us and try to go against us and not just take whatever the we've been giving you all this time, because that Ciroc wasn't his. He was the face of it. They had a branding problem, and he came in and helped their diversity problem, And we with it because we thought that he owned it. We thought he owned it. So that's why we with it.
Jamar further suggested that Diddy, whom he referred to as Puffy, is one of these influential figures, alleging that he is part of a so-called gay mafia operating within the entertainment industry. These revelations contribute to the ongoing conversation about power dynamics and hidden forces in Hollywood. Diddy's rise to power in the music industry was largely driven by his strategic connections and his ability to leverage influence whenever necessary. If Diddy didn't approve of someone, it was almost certain that their career would stall before it even had a chance to take off. Industry insiders, including Freddie P., have confirmed these claims, revealing how Diddy used his power to control and manipulate the careers of new talent. Freddie P. even named Rick Ross and DJ Khaled as accomplices who helped Diddy exert pressure on aspiring artists, ensuring they complied with his demands in exchange for career opportunities. In his statement, Freddie P. reflected on his interactions with Rick Ross, recalling a moment when Ross, dressed in an all-white suit, approached him at a club. Freddie remembered Ross greeting him warmly, showing big love, before he became closely associated with certain powerful circles. He emphasized that many individuals in the industry, like Ross, gain their wealth not necessarily from record sales, but through resources and connections.
Turning people out. That was just an addiction. That was his addiction. He didn't. There's plenty of people that he could have. It was his addiction. Y'all don't understand. I look at Bentley and all these people. Come on, man. Now that we know the monster, man, you carried the man umbrella. You was the man. I watched this man disrespect you every chance he got. Talk to you like his bitch. I think Fonzo was his little girlfriend at one time, because you have to see how they was conducting themselves. I don't want to say that about Bentley, because Bentley got kids and shit, and I got respect for that. Like, he was one of the few niggas I fuck with. But the way they used to carry themselves back then. And plus he had put something on his Instagram. He put something on his Instagram like 4 or 5 months ago, and he was like, don't let me tell my story or some shit like that. I heard they fell out because of he was stealing or something like that. Whatever. But nigga, you hang around a nigga who don't want to pay you, giving millions of dollars away every night.
Freddie suggested that while Ross had fame and success, some of these figures profited mainly from their networks rather than their musical achievements, pointing out the gap between their financial success and actual record sales. In a recent lawsuit filed by Houston-based attorney Tony Busby, serious accusations have been made against Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit claims that Diddy pressured teenagers and minors into performing certain acts. It is also alleged that Diddy used his industry connections to intimidate the minors, often coercing them through threats of violence. These allegations contribute to the growing concerns about Diddy's actions within the entertainment industry. Attorney Tony Busby has made disturbing claims in the lawsuit, describing an incident where a female minor was given a strange drink and taken to a private room during a party in New York City, allegedly in the presence of Sean Diddy Combs. According to the lawsuit, the minor was assaulted, and others at the party took turns assaulting her. Additionally, another individual, 26 at the time, was reportedly picked up by Diddy and several others in a black SUV from the airport. After being given a drink in the vehicle, the individual woke up in an entirely different situation, suggesting they too had been drugged. The lawsuit claims that a network of predators, including Diddy, was involved in the abuse of minors. With the recent indictment against Diddy, all of his co-conspirators are expected to be revealed. The high stakes and explosive nature of the case has led to an unusual decision. The trial will be open to the public. This move promises to expose these hidden figures and reveal the secrets they have kept hidden for so long, shedding light on the darker side of the entertainment industry. The implications of these allegations are far-reaching, raising serious questions about the culture within Hollywood and the music industry. Is there always a pervasive couch-casting culture? And if so, why did so many remain silent for so long? Were some of the biggest names in Hollywood simply unaware of what was happening? Or were they complicit in the abuse that took place? In an interview with Art of Dialogue, Diddy's former security guard Gan Deal revealed disturbing tactics that Diddy allegedly used to gain leverage over other celebrities. Deal suggested that Diddy may have even gathered blackmail material on those around him, further exposing the dark side of the entertainment world.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I just heard about that. But you heard about the reports that Ashton Kutcher, he's worried that Diddy might lie on his friends? You heard about that?
But that's what I've been saying. I said, if the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying? So they were close, they was cool.
But you think Diddy would do something like that? Lie on other celebrities?
Well, why would it have to be a lie? Because if he get caught in, he gonna be as truthful as possible. You understand? He's gonna give them enough information, whereas that it's gonna make him look like the choir boy. So, Ashton Kutcher, he has a right to be kind of alarmed if he was doing things with Diddy. Remember they used to have that group called the what do you call it? The Brat Pack, with Diddy, him, and a couple other guys was hanging out. Leonardo, one other guy too. I forgot the other guy's name. So they all might be worried.
Gene Deal also shed light on the extent of Diddy's alleged control over others, revealing that Diddy had 250 cameras set up around his house, recording everything. Deal suggested that Diddy used this surveillance to gather compromising material on various individuals, ranging from celebrities to influential figures. He pointed out that these people, unaware they were being watched, could include anyone from your favorite pastor to a prominent politician. Deal emphasized that Diddy, often referred to as Brother Love, played these manipulative games to gain power over those around him, always keeping a watchful eye on his associates. As the date for Diddy's trial approaches, more and more celebrities are coming forward with shocking details about how Diddy allegedly operated his network. Recently, Courtney Burgess, a close friend of both Diddy and Gene Deal, testified in front of a federal jury against Diddy. Subpoenas have been issued to anyone who had contact with Diddy during the time of the alleged crimes. Additionally, Homeland Security has obtained 8 video files stored on 11 different flash drives, which reportedly show Diddy engaging in intimate relations with minors. These revelations continue to build the case against Diddy, adding to the mounting pressure surrounding the trial. The discussion has raised concerns about the individuals involved in the recordings, particularly focusing on how many were close to being underage, or potentially underage at the time. It has also raised questions about whether any of the celebrities in the videos appeared to be intoxicated or under the influence of drugs. While the specifics remain speculative, the conversation aims to shed light on the circumstances surrounding these incidents, with particular attention given to the condition of those recorded while engaging with Sean Diddy Combs. The details of their state during these encounters continue to be a critical point of focus in the ongoing investigation.
You heard about this sex tape that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another male? They say the other male is an A-list celebrity.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, it's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy, that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that black, that Rat Pack. And I don't want to even say their name because they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner? What's the other guy? Leonardo?
As the trial looms, the public remains on edge, anticipating the release of more information and hoping for justice to be served. While the details of these accusations are disturbing, they highlight a larger systemic issue within the entertainment industry, one that has often remained hidden from the public eye. What will be revealed in the coming months? How will these revelations change the landscape of Hollywood and the music industry? Only time will tell, but for now, the world watches closely as the search for truth unfolds. Stay tuned as more details are sure to emerge and the implications of this case continue to ripple through the world of fame, power, and influence.